Hi everyone, it's Kino here. Welcome to this morning yoga feel good flow practice. I want you to feel really good at the end of this practice. We're going to emphasize a little bit of flexibility today. So if you want to feel more flexible in your body and your mind, this is the perfect practice for you. Let's get started in a comfortable seated position. Close your eyes, bring your hands together. A long deep breath in. As you exhale, let's rest the hands down. Feel the breath moving in, the breath moving out, and concentrate the mind on your inner experience. Then another long, deep breath in. And as you exhale, open the eyes. All right, I want to start off with releasing any tension in the neck, because when our neck is tense, the shoulders can often get really tight as kind of, a corresponding result. So let's start off in any seated position where your hips feel level. So maybe you want to put both feet on the ground. And then we're going to drop the head over to one side and come a little forward and back. Then drop the shoulder away, fingertips on the ground. You want the ear to move away from the shoulder. Let's add in the opposite hand to the sort of upper portion of the head near the temple. And then just kind of move as you exhale a little forward, inhale a little back, and then find the point where you want to stay. And we'll hold for 5 breaths. 1, every exhalation, just feel the tension releasing. 2, the muscles around the neck releasing. 3, 4, relaxing any weight or burden that's around the neck and the shoulder region. 4, one more breath. 5, gently let your hands slide off, and now we'll switch the sides so we can give the head a little movement. Fingers down, reach the hand, exhale, shift it forward. Inhale, move it back. Find the place that works for you. One side might be different than the other. It is for me anyway. Then we settle in for 1. Include any tension in the jawline, around the ears and the cheeks for 2. 3. Feeling the length and the spaciousness. 4. We're almost there. 5, okay. Let's let the neck feel really free and long after that. Let's come on over to the hands and knees. We'll roll through cat and cow position. Hands shoulder width apart, your knees hips width apart. Inhale, extend the spine, a long deep breath in. Exhale, round the back. Let's tuck all the way under. Inhale again, extend a long, deep breath in. Exhale, round all the way under. 1 more, inhale, extend a long, deep breath in. Exhale, round and under. Let's come on back to neutral. Curl the toes under and inhale up to downward facing dog. 5 breaths in downward dog. 1. 2, we want to bend the knees for a moment. You can do that. Feel a little ankle bend and then straighten. 3, we can just hold it steady, up to you. 4, feel the hips moving back and up. 5, switch the gaze a little forward, walk half the distance in. Feet stay hips width apart. Then I want you to bend your knees, layer your arms over each other. Stay there. And then on the next inhalation, straighten the legs. Hang down in your forward fold. So let's just roll the body side to side and let the tension drape off of the torso, the shoulders, the neck for 2, 3, 4, almost there. 5, let's bend the knees, release your hands. Then I'd like you to interlace your fingers, just kind of hold the fingers right around the sacrum. Then slowly straighten the legs, let the head hang down.
Then let's let the shoulders drape down. If it's too difficult to keep the fingers interlaced, let's hold onto a strap or a towel. We'll stay for 5 breaths. 1. This one, I'd like you to activate your quadriceps. 2. Keep the navel a little bit in. 3. 4. Almost there. 5. And let's place the hands back on the sacrum. Bend through the knees. Hands come down on the ground. And then inhale back to plank. Find your plank pose. Hold your plank for 2, 3, 4. Almost there. 5. Exhale. Chaturanga. Inhale. Upward facing. Give me a big breath in. Exhale. Downward facing. From downward facing dog, let's lift the right leg up to the 3-legged dog. Hold it there for 1. Reach. 2, 3. Just explore that reach space for 4. Almost there. 5. Switch your gaze forward. Step that right foot forward and exhale. Let's put the left knee down. Now we're in the crescent lunge pose, this Anjaneyasana. You can stay there just for a moment. Some of you may find that using a block, it's going to help you be able to lift the torso a little bit more up, so you can explore that. Now, from here, let's stay for 5 breaths. 1, fingertips on the blocks, or for those of you that are comfortable, hands on the waist or extend. Up to you. I like the blocks right now. 1, 2, no need to overdo it. Trust that your body will open in its own pace. 3, that's it. Just keep breathing. Doing really well. 4, yeah, we're feeling the front of the left hip. Almost there. 5. Now we're going to work the left quadricep a little bit. So I want you to lean over, hook the forearm on the right thigh, and then I'd like you to bend the knee and hold on to the foot. We're just going to lean forward. I want you to feel your quadriceps. Yes. 1. You can hook it with a strap if reaching back with the hand doesn't work. 2. This is pretty active. 3, and a little intense. 4. And 5, exhale down. That's actually very intense. Now, take the hands down, and then inhale. Let's stay on the blocks. Maybe this way is more fun. And inhale, back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. From downward facing off the blocks, and come up into your 3-legged dog for 1, 2, 3, reach up. 4, almost there. 5, switch the gaze forward, step forward. Sometimes you're coming onto the blocks already. Exhale, sink it down. Shift the blocks in a good position. Come on up into Anjaneyasana, exploring the different hand positions. Another hand position you could try is to interlace the fingers and send the chest up, you see. All right, 1, steady breathing. 2, 3, all right. Navel is in, trust that the body's opening. 4, and 5. Okay, we're gonna do that quadricep movement. So if there's any pain in the front of the right knee, I want you to take a pillow and just rest the knee on the pillow. Also, you can pick the knee up and kind of send it back, so then we're resting more on the quadricep and less on the kneecap, okay? Now, we bend and let it bend naturally, then reach back, and you're gonna then activate. My right side is way tighter than my left. 1, 2, 3, 4, almost there. 5, nice. Okay, I survived. I hope you did too. Take the hands on the blocks. Inhale, back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing, big breath in. Let's stay in upward facing. Stay on the blocks and let's hold. 1, 2, good deep breaths. Upward facing gets challenging when we hold for a little bit. So we're using the blocks. Don't sag down. Give me a good press. 3, soften your glutes and let's use your back muscles. 4, we're almost there. 5, exhale, back to downward facing. Then inhale, come forward, put the knees down. Exhale there. All right. Now we can take the blocks and slide them back to the feet. Inhale, come up. We'll take Ustrasana position. Lift the center of the chest lightly up. This is camel pose. Reach back. You can find the blocks, fingertips on the blocks, chest forward. Or we can reach down, fingertips to the heels, hands flat on the heels. You find what works for you. 1,
maybe the blocks are nice. 2, you can also take them higher if reaching back is too difficult or strenuous. 3, whatever helps you feel your pelvis forward and your chest up. 4, one more big breath, really lengthen and reach. 5, then engage to come all the way up. Exhale, sit down, hands in prayer. Stay there for a moment, deep breath in, deep breath out. Nice, let's move the blocks away. Then slowly exhale, child's pose, hands to the feet. Release through the back, deep breath in, and a deep breath out. Good job. Hands forward. Separate the knees a little bit. Let's move into puppy pose. Your hands slide down. From here, we have a couple of options. First, we can put the head down, or if it feels comfortable for you, we can aim the chest towards the ground. 1. If it's chest towards the ground, not the chin, that's very important. 2. 3, keep breathing. 4, almost there. 5, slide forward to cobra. Hold there and breathe. 2, 3, keep working, doing really well. Stay with the breath, no force. 4, almost there. 5, hands down. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. We're going to come forward to pigeon. So inhale, step your right knee forward. Let's keep it as a closed knee pigeon. Come up onto your fingertips. As you reach up on your fingertips, hold onto your waist and then see if we can balance here and lift up. So now this is more back bendy, little hip opening, but more back bendy. And we'll stay for 1, 2. If it's too much to hold on to the waist, we can place the fingers on the ground, or of course we can also take the blocks down and let the blocks give you a little more lift. 3, find what works for you. 4, watch your back foot, so we want everything to stay relatively well aligned. You're actively drawing the pelvis into a forward facing or more square-like position. 1 more breath. 5, you can stay here, or we're going to revisit that quadricep stretch. So lean over to the side, find the foot, and then press the foot towards the hip, and we'll hold. You can flip the grip if you want to, but you don't have to. 1, 2, and we're leaning into it. 3, it's not pleasant, but it is pleasant in its own kind of weird, twisted way. 4, and 5, let's let it go. Hands on the ground. Then inhale, exhale back to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing, big breath in. Exhale, downward facing. Again, pigeon, switch the sides. Left knee comes forward, settle the hips down. When you use the blocks, one side might be different than the other. Let's make it more back bendy and inhale, lift. Really want to aim that right side of the pelvis forward and down. This tendency is very common, but we want to counterbalance that with intention and strength. 1, use the back muscles. 2, steady breathing. 3, watch the right foot, make sure it's elongating, not sickling. 4, almost there. 5, now let's try it again. This is my tighter side. Let's reach back, find the foot. Okay, let's breathe, a long deep breath in. Don't force it. If this is enough for you, you can stay there. Or as you exhale, we can bring it in. 1, I'm gonna look for that kind of peak intensity sensation where there's a nice stretchy sensation, but we're not harming ourselves, all right? 1, just a little nice tapas, that means the inner fire of purification. 2, 3, the right side's much tighter than the left. 4, almost there. Let's go for 1 more breath, just surrender into it. Nice. 5, exhale, we bring it down. Now you might notice increased heating sensations after that. I definitely did. Inhale, come back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale again, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. That's good. Then let's inhale, slide the feet forward, straighten the legs, and then sit down, Dandasana position. When you stay in Dandasana, roll the shoulder blades down the back, lift the center of the chest, We'll go for 5 breaths here. 1, 2, 3, 4, almost there. 5, look at your toes, let's move them apart. Then let's grab the blocks. I want you to separate your feet, Upavishta Konasana, or a little wider. So traditional Upavishta Konasana would be a V shape. Maybe you could see if a little wider feels good for you. If not, just keep the V shape. Then let's bring both blocks in and then find your contact points. You can kind of just let your whole body rest on the blocks. Maybe you can stack the 2 blocks down and come a little more forward. Good, and we'll just stay right there for a nice 5 breaths. Keep the legs active and keep them reaching out, so we stay for 1, 2, let your weight rest in the elbows, and I want your weight to come forward. 4, if you're feeling it in the inner thighs, you've really succeeded, that's kind of the maximum. Let's do like 2 extra breaths. I know I said 4, so let's just do like 2 more. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let's do 1 more, deep breath in, and a deep breath out. Very good. Inhale, let's walk gently back. Now, I'm gonna try a fun little transition here. So you're gonna use the blocks, hopefully fun for you. If it's too challenging, you're gonna cross your feet and just head on back to plank. But now, I'd like to see if you could roll up, press your body weight, and slide back, all right? Then, find your plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Cross your feet. Exhale, sit down. Let's move the blocks over to the side. All right. Then we're going to lie down. So let's find your sacrum, and we're going to roll the sacrum on the ground. So take a moment and just roll the sacrum down. Now we find constructive rest position, the sacrum's on the ground. You could take a moment and just get completely comfortable. We're going to be reclining for the rest of the class. So feel the breath moving in, breath moving out. Very good. Let's hug both knees into the chest. Let the knees widen a little bit, and then point both feet up for happy baby. Good. Now this may recall the sensation of our Upavishta Konasana movement. It may not, it may be totally different. Close your eyes, we'll stay for 5 breaths. 1, 2, steady breathing. 3, letting any tension in the hips and the lower back just soften and release. 4, almost there. 1 more long, deep breath in. 5, bend the knees and then change the hand position so we can hold both knees into the chest. Switch your hands to hold on to the left shin bone, and then exhale, extend your right leg. Now we move into reclining twist, a long, deep breath in. As you exhale, we'll cross over the center line, taking the right hand to the inner edge of the left knee. Inhale, lift your left arm up, and then exhale. Let's spiral open. 1, steady breathing. 2, soften the face. Release through the neck, the shoulders. 3, 4, almost there. 5, inhale back to the center. We're going to find this contact point again with both knees into the chest. Switch the hands, hold on to the right knee. Good. Then as you exhale, let's cross over the center line. Left hand stays on that inner edge of the right knee. Inhale, lift your right arm up, and then exhale. Let's spiral all the way open. Release. 1, 2, deep breathing. 3, 4, 5. Inhale gently back to the center, drawing both knees again in, and then exhale back to constructive rest. Slowly release through the arms and legs, extending outward. Now we lie down, take rest. The flexible body is also related to the flexible mind. So open your mind. What new avenues of exploration, what new aspects of consciousness are you ready to open your mind to release any stuck patterns of the past, any limiting beliefs? How is the mind able to expand and become more free? The flexible body is also the open heart. So where can you open your heart to? A little bit more love directed towards yourself, a little bit more love directed towards all beings in your life. Feeling that connection again through breath, body, and mind. Feeling a sense of flexibility, of openness throughout the body, in the heart, in the breath, and in the mind. A long, deep breath in starts to reawaken the body, finding a little stretch or movement that's right for you. And then let's bring the knees into the chest. Give yourself a little squeeze. Exhale, let's roll over onto the side. And then inhale, find the way all the way up. Take a moment and settle. Mind is calm. The body feels good. And the heart is open. Let your hands come into prayer position. Make the commitment to share all the goodness that's within yourself, to let that grow, and to share that with every being in your life. As you exhale, softly open the eyes. Thank you so much for joining me in this practice. May you be happy, may you be peaceful, may you be filled with love.